Welcome in, my glorious human being, Mia here with Spiritual Society. You are about to partner with somebody of high status or in the public eye. If you are drawn to this reading, sit down, pull up a chair, grab your intuition, and let yourself choose between these two crystals. We have Caribbean Calcite as our crystal number 1, and we have Moonstone as our crystal number 2. Take a moment, take a breath. If you feel pulled towards both, stay for the entire ride. Take a breath, let your intuition kick in, and make a choice right now. Welcome in, my Caribbean Calcite. Take a trip to the Caribbean with me. Off we go into our Caribbean voyage. You're about to partner with somebody of high status or in the public eye. We're going to go to our old trusty deck first because I feel like this reading deserves some wisdom. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and just pull. Yeah, we're going to start right there. And I'm not flipping these over, and we're going to be surprised for both of us when we pull them over, just to get started on some information about this. Who is this person? What are we talking about here? How are you going to feel? What's going to happen? When's this going to be? All the things. I can feel that we're going to get lots of answers today. There's like a lot of energy, a lot of information coming through. 10 of Swords, Page of Cups, 7 of Swords reversed, 2 of Swords. Holy moly, lots of swords action. Hey, we got the Chariot, which I love. We have the Page of Wands reversed. Okay, here we go. Our old trusty deck gives us the answers that we need to hear, not only that we want to hear, but also, like, she's just so smart. She just knows. She has the knowledge. So we're starting here with the 10 of Swords, which is a card of transition. So I am feeling like, hey, before this happens, part of this journey to this person who's of high status or is in the public eye, part of this journey is you kind of feeling like you're out for the count. There might be a part of you that thinks, you know what? I don't think romance is for me. I don't think it's out there. I don't think that there is magic out there. I don't think that there are love miracles. I don't think that things come together the way that, oh yeah, well, you're so happy. Great. But that doesn't happen for the rest of us. I probably need to settle for something. I don't see this transition happening for me. So I see this as like this moment of like down at the bottom of the basin kind of feelings that like, yeah, okay, I've just been stapled to the ground. And I don't know that I really have energy for anything right now in that realm. And my mind, my thoughts, yeah, like I'm surprised you're here. If you're in any close proximity to being in this transition, then I am grateful to have your presence because this is some intense energy. So I'm seeing this kind of like huge transition, that it goes from something like very low to something that's a big transition, something ending, something big beginning, a big solid statement kind of life movement thing. Then we have the Page of Cups. So I also think that there will be a moment where you're not really taking it so seriously. You're like, okay, well, this would be fun. This is a fun idea. Like this is, you know, but actually there's ends up being a lot of heart space, a lot of reality here. Something that actually has a lot of real feelings, things that go to the depth of the emotion, which our cups get to. But this is a very playful card. And I feel like there might be a part of you that's like, I'm not really taking this so seriously. This is just kind of like, is what it is. This person, you know, might be out of my, you know, what is that? Out of your ballpark or out of your league. Out of your league, but just because of this idea that, you know, they have these eyes on them and they're a catch in a lot of ways. And so it's kind of just, you go into this playful spirit. And then we have the 7 of Swords reversed. So I'm also seeing this transition to this person where they sort of give something back to you that felt like it had been taken away from you. That there's a moment of recognition and reckoning of like, oh, I thought that part of my life was over. I thought that was stolen away. I thought that was gone. I didn't think that existed anymore. But there's this sort of hope moment of, oh, that does still exist. That is still here. There is still love magic. There is still something really special. Miracles can happen. Miracles in love can happen. There's like this heart space of, oh, okay. and they give something back to you that felt like it had been taken away from you. This sort of like ruthless pulling away from you that like by people you didn't even really care about that much, that didn't have that kind of status, that weren't such a catch, that weren't amazing. And somehow this person is the person who deposits that back into your own two hands. Now we have the Two of Swords popping up. So much swords action, getting into the mind space, mental space, thought space. And really this tells me a little bit, first of all, that you would do wise not to get too heady about things, getting too in your mental space about things. And I can see this happening with somebody in the public eye, somebody who might be of just, like a really high status person where you're like overthinking things, the thoughts of what are they doing? How many other people are interested in this person? What do their other relationships look like? Do they do this with everyone? Is this something that's just a game to them? Thoughts and thoughts and thoughts upon thoughts. And I would be careful about getting too ensconced in your thoughts and your headspace, because that seems to be showing up a lot right here. Just saying that, your headspace might be taking over here. But we have that heart space too with the Page of Cups. So I love that popping in. I love that coming in. The Two of Swords is really telling me, I think there's going to be a moment where you kind of have to decide how real this is. That, like there might be a part of you that has a very hard time accepting this as reality, this relationship, this person, your worthiness. That, that they just seem like this catch, that are the things that you wanted. And parts of it feel like a movie. Parts of it feel like a storyline that feels too good to be true. And it feels really scary because of that. Because, in the past, maybe things that seemed too good to be true weren't too good to be true. Or because you didn't even think you were going to have too good to be true. You just thought you were going to have good enough. You thought you were going to okay, well, I'll just accept what I need to accept. I'll just take what I can get. And this whole other place where life is kind of delivering you all the things that you want and things that you are truly worthy of, but you have to align that. So I think there's this moment of do I decide for myself that this is real and that I'm in on this and that I'm going on this path, that I'm moving in this direction with this person? Or am I going to sort of reject this as fake or fanciful, or I'm just not worthy of this, so I just cannot accept this? And I need to be more realistic for me, so I know that this isn't going to last. Kind of getting in your own way, becoming your own worst enemy, and possibly blowing things up. And then we have the Chariot right after that, and I love the Chariot. So I feel this intense masculine energy that is really hustling in a direction. The Chariot is fast-moving energy. It is hustle energy. It is moving towards a goal. It is moving in a strong way. And this really tells me that this person will make it abundantly clear that what they want is you, and they want to move forward, and they know what they want, and they know where they're going, and they know, this is how we get there. This is what we do together. This is how we move forward. And there's some release there. So if you do let yourself lean in and let yourself, okay, I'm going to choose this path and I'm going to sort of play the fool, and open myself up to this, come what may, there's a big reward on the other side of that, of momentum and movement. And then we have the Page of Wands reversed. So this is, to me, feels like a little warning that says, don't ignore the passion of your heart. So because this person is in the position they are in life, they have this, they have this status, they have this I feel like it's important work, that there's a possibility that your purpose and your inspirations might take a back seat, that you might just want to be like, hey, I'm gonna back seat, I'm gonna put this on the back burner, my own self, my stuff, the things that light me up, that inspire me, that make me the vivacious human being that I am. I'm just going to couch that for now, and I'm going to ride along with your energy. But this is kind of a warning not to do that. You still need to pay attention to those leanings of your heart. You still need to pay attention to what it is that you want, where you're going, what lights you up, what fires your soul. Not to just abandon yourself and your own creative inspirations, your own fire, your own inner fire. This is fun. fun, huh? Okay, I'm dipping into our blue deck, really getting into more of that Caribbean energy because that Caribbean calcite that we started with. I really love the blue deck. I think our blue deck, she's smart, she's wonderful, she's fantastic. I'm giving you all the praise, so deliver us some goodies. Let's see what we have. Let's see what goodies we have to be delivered. Okay, we're just gonna keep, oh, yep, okay. We're gonna keep moving things along here. I'm not flipping them over until we see them together. I feel like I may have shown you what that was. I might have shown you what that one was too. I don't know if I'm lifting these cards too high to get them out. Okay, one more from our blue deck. We have a lot of cards coming out of our blue deck that want to come and are inviting to give us information. So I still just am getting more information because I don't really have questions yet. There's just so much unknown, so much time and space and openness to this. So let's just keep looking at the openness. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords, more of that sword space. Yeah, we have it. We have it. We got the Fool. We got the Fool. I knew we were going to pull the Fool. I felt it. And I said, like the Fool, that openness. We have the Six of Wands and we have the Two of Swords again. Yeah, our cards, oh, they're here for us. They are ready for us and they are ready in this energy. They were like, but I got some stuff, but I want to say the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So the aces bring new opportunities, the pentacles, things of this earth, but things you value, especially when we're getting into romance and love. But it could be, things like your physical body, your beauty, your wealth, your money, your items. So new opportunities coming in for you. So this is interesting. So I feel like with this person, you have to stay open to the opportunities that are coming in for you, that are coming in. And that again, really feels like it's going into that Page of Wands reversed. Don't back burner yourself. There are new things that are coming in for you, but there might be an impetus for you to shut them down or to feel like, hey, it's not about me right now. It's about this person because this person is important because this person has already created and crafted this important life with all of these important things, and there's growth for you, and the pentacles do get into a lot of growth. There's growth for you that is asking to come for you, things to sharpen you, to make you better, to land in your hands, to grow you, to grow your abundance, to grow your wealth, to grow your beauty, to grow your health, to grow your physical world. There are things that want to drop in for you. Don't close those out. Keep opening up and looking for those opportunities. A Six of Cups, again, so we pulled the Page of Cups as our second card with our old trusty deck. The Six of Cups is our second card for the blue deck, really getting to that Cups energy on our second card and twos, so how lovely. I'm really feeling this as, this is a card of nostalgia. This is the card of feeling like even though this person's world, I feel like it's going to be very different from your world. It will feel like a really big departure of something you've kind of only dreamed of, that you've only imagined. You haven't really experienced this kind of lifestyle. You haven't really experienced this kind of presence or like being with someone who might be known in the world or really important or have this sort of authority with them as they go, and this kind of like, hey, who's that? As they walk through the world. And this feels like it's saying, hey, just so you know, there's going to be something uniquely known between the two of you that feels like, it feels like, oh, I've known you my whole life. Even though there is this gap of what you've experienced and what you currently experience on a daily basis, even though there is this gap, there's this intimacy between the two of you, and this intimacy of connection, and this intimacy of knowing and feeling comfortable and safe with this person and them with you. And it's shared by heart space, feelings, emotions. So there's something really lovely about that. And I think that's a lovely card for our blue deck to give us. Thank you. We also have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is a card of really this feels like that overthinking energy. That overthinking energy that we kind of had that warning about in the beginning. We have all this swords energy, all this mental space. Like, you might have some sleepless nights about this, that you can't quite get comfortable with it at first. That it takes a little bit of effort for you to relax into this, to relax into being chosen by this person, because this person, again, with the, feeling worthy and feeling like, feeling like you believe in the magic of things and feeling like, oh, everything I dreamed about for myself could happen, and it happened in this kind of exceptional way and with this exceptional person, and da 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 da. Now we also have the Fool, and the Fool is that openness. And that is what I was talking about, that feeling like, hey, at the Two of Swords that we pulled as our fourth card on the our old trusty deck, we also have this double dipping here in our blue deck that, like, you're going to have to make a decision about this. You're going to have to decide about that overthinking space where you might think, hey, I just don't think this can be real. I just don't think that I can, like, this can't possibly be real. This person's choosing me. They're taking action for me. They're moving forward. They've got momentum. They're saying the things I need them to say. They're acting like the person I need them to act as. And they are this person. They are this person who's accumulated this status in the world. People respect them. They get, they're successful. They have money. They have this air about them. They're magnetic. And I just don't know that I can believe it. I don't know that, like, this feels so surreal, and it feels, again, that feeling of maybe it's too good to be true. And the Fool is really saying, if you make that choice to lean into that Chariot energy, if you lean into the, okay, I'm going for this, regardless, come what may, I'm open to what could happen, that there is a big reward on the other side. The interesting thing is that after we have the Fool, that willingness to be open. Now remember, the Fool is our 0 card. It is full of potential. I mean, it is unlimited potential. It is complete openness to what could happen, which means the failures as well. What could happen? You could fall on your face. You could fall right off that cliff. Yes, that could happen. But also you could land in the greatest adventure of your life. It is this openness to what can happen, this openness to, hey, we're going for it. We're doing it. And the Six of Wands coming in right after that, which really is like leading me to this place of, hey, if you let yourself lean in, there is this victory. And I feel like this message is coming through so strong because that is the biggest obstacle here. Right now, it's you. Right now, the biggest obstacle is you and your mind and your thoughts and your disruptive, like, mental patterning that might be like, hey, no, just can't. I can't embrace it. Can't believe that this is it. Can't believe that this is for me. I don't know. I'm not sure. There's something there that feels, so there is this winning outcome on the other end that is, this is a very winning card. And also, this card does remind me of old Victorian weddings. I don't know why. But, the horses and the garland and that, but it is a victorious card. So it is that kind of winning energy, that confident energy of, like, moving into a new space, moving into a new relationship with yourself where you get to see yourself differently. You get to see yourself. You get to choose yourself as well. You get to feel like, oh, okay. All right, I'm okay with this space. I feel good in this space, and I'm okay with this confidence that's coming, this confidence that I'm leaning into. Now, the Two of Swords coming back for a double dose here at the end of these pulls on our blue deck really makes me think that, this isn't a one-time, one-stop shop of making this choice. That this choice is going to come back up. I don't think that this is like, okay, I'm choosing to lean in. I think it just keeps getting better. And the feeling that if you fall from this great height, that, like, hey, things are really good. Things are really winning. I'm changing who I am. I'm becoming a different kind of person. Oh, I dropped her Two of Swords. I will pick her back up. I'm becoming a more winning person. I'm moving into this new space. Everything's feeling good. The momentum keeps going. The feelings and the emotions keep growing. We become more intimate. As things get better and better, the fear that it will all just drop out from under the bottom and you will be left with this, like, one-time experience of this person, and that will be it. I think will really surface itself and get to a place where, once again, you kind of have to keep choosing to believe in this. You have to keep choosing to move forward with this. You have to keep choosing that you are worthy enough, that you are good enough, that you are choosing above all of the thoughts and the chaos that your mind might present you with. Okay, picking up that card. Got her. Okay, she's safe. I've put her back in her rightful place. Okay, let's move into our pink sassy deck. Actually, before we do, I want to pull a healing angel card just for that part of you, because we've been seeing so much of that part of you. Let's see what our healing angel deck has to, like, a little advice. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we've got 2 for sure here coming with us. So let's see what advice she has for you on choosing this path, staying in that feeling of like, hey, I choose this, I'm going with this, this is where we're going. We have gratitude and change. Gratitude says, live in thankfulness and the stars will shine brighter. With gratitude, all in your world becomes lighter. Gratitude, beautiful. And change says the journey of life is richer for its changing path. I love this. Our 2 of Swords, those 2 paths. The journey of life is richer for its changing path. No step is the same as the last. The road is forever fresh and sometimes surprises. Allow your life to unfold gracefully. Be grateful for what was, is, and will be. Beautiful. Be grateful, which comes into our gratitude as well. Maybe getting a gratitude practice going right now. Just a 3-pronged gratitude practice is a great way to add this in, where you just chart out every day 3 things you're grateful for. It could be 3 things that you were grateful that happened for that day, or you could do it first thing in the morning, which I find to be a little more helpful because you're more likely to follow through on it. Just 3 things that you're grateful for in your life, and that's it. Just a quick, write it down. Can be so small, can be so simple. Oh, I'm so grateful for this special Paris blend of tea. Oh, I'm so grateful for, I was going to say my daily matcha. I don't know why everything's coming back to tea for me right now, but you can be grateful for things other than your tea. You can be grateful for lots of things, but yes, it can be as simple or as small as you'd like it to be. Okay, I was going to step into our pink sassy deck, but our lavender deck got to me, so we'll give them both a go. We won't ignore either one. Okay, so hey, lavender. So in our lavender deck, I would really like to ask a question here. I'd really like for us to be guided along. First of all, I'd like for us to be guided along sort of the evolution of what this could look like down the road. What could this look like down the road? We've really sort of seen the immediacy of how this can start, what this will look like, how you might get in your own way. I'm going to flip these over as we'll take a look at them together. So I'm really looking for where this can go. Lady Lavender coming in for the win for us, giving us those good answers, isn't she? Yeah, she is. Okay, let's see what we have from her. We have the Empress reversed. We have the Temperance card. We have the Star. We have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Judgment card. Okay, so for where this can go, so here is what I'm seeing. First of all, we have the Empress reversed. So I do think that this is kind of Lady Lavender saying, hey, as you go down this road, it is important for you to stay in your own vivaciousness. It is possible that this person gets so much attention and is such a, they are important. They do have, it's easy to see oh, well, they make this much money and they have this kind of success and this is how their calendar is. So everything might want to sort of veer towards them. Once again, that thing, don't put yourself on the back burner here, but don't put yourself on the back burner here either. Make sure you're really sitting into your essence of who you are, your creator energy. If you have creative things and projects you want to be pursuing and doing, even if they are the same thing as this person, even if this person is super successful in this field and it's the same field you want to be successful in. Don't drop out or pull back or stop creating. Make sure you stay in your divine feminine energy that is different from their energy, that is your own essence, that is finding the growth there, that you're growing. And it's a fertility energy, is that Empress energy. It's sitting in your fertility energy of what you create within you, what you create in the world, that you're still creating and making and sitting into that divine energy. The Temperance card, so there's a chance as like of where this could go, that you kind of drop back on yourself. It becomes too intimidating, too much. And it could feel like, oh, well, I'm a novice and you're, you know, like you're professional, like you're professional and you're extremely well known for it, for this thing. Even if it's a different line of work, even if their line of work is totally different from what you do, then even more so, like, don't think of anything you do as frivolous, even if you're not making money doing it or making as much money, or you're not as successful as they are in their field. You know, it takes time for those things to happen, and, you know, things can be in their own space. The Temperance card is saying that like where this can go is to a space where things are beautifully balanced. You love each other the same amount. You feel the same amount of things for each other. There's no like, well, you know, this person really loves me, but I don't really love them, or I don't have the same feelings, or I'm so in love with this person, but this person's like, you know, wishy-washy about me, or they don't care. That there would be a beautiful balance here between the two of you, and a beautiful sense of you balancing each other out as well. I feel like masculine, feminine energy of who you are and who they are, that you kind of make up for each other's differences. You make up for, you know, like this piece of them really matches that part of you, and it's really well paired. The Hermit card coming in here. So I do see that there's a different level of privacy here as well. That like, I feel this is a collective Hermit card, that between the two of you, there would be a sort of insular, like, hey, this is ours. And this is our public persona. This is sort of the outside, what other people get to see. This is a cultivated space of who we are. And this is an interior space of ours. We've created this interior space where we really know each other. We really see each other. We really love each other. We really want to know each other more and more and more. We want to be our pure, clear, truthful selves with each other. But there's this other aspect of like, there's a lot out there that's asking to come in, and so you kind of have to create this little bubble of privacy, that you become more private people. You become like, this is how we're going to be public, this is what we're going to do in public, this is where we're going to like, you become more cultivated about the interior world, the private world, and your exterior world, and the public persona and the public world. Then we also have the Star, and the Star, really, I'm seeing that like, I'm really seeing this as your energy. So I do feel like this person has their own star energy, that they are known. They're known. They've got that magnetism. They, you know, have this like about them that like people know who they are. They see them. They're very magnetic. They're very bright and shiny. And I feel like you really come into your own as a star here as well, that you really come into your own in the public eye, that there is something about your status that becomes elevated. Now, I don't think this is necessarily just because of this person. It probably doesn't hurt. And it probably is a catalyst in part. You know, I think of like other stars that like, oh, we love their spouse, and they're like really famous, and they're both now really famous because of this relationship that they have. And in part, I think that can be part of that. But I also think in your own right, because if you can sit into your Empress energy, if you can sit into your Page of Wands, inspirations, your fire, your creativity, not putting yourself on the back burner, not saying, oh, this is about you and your, you know, oh, hi, hey, not saying like, oh, this is about you and your career. This is about you and your success. Saying like, yeah, I have these ideas. I have these inspirations. This is my purpose in life. This is what I want to do. I want to create this thing. Even if it's a total bomb, even if it's not successful, even if it's embarrassing, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to put it out there. I'm still going to give birth to that in the world. because I think that you can really step into your own, sort of spotlight here of being seen for who you are and what you do, that you really come into your own here. The Knight of Cups coming in as well. And I just feel like this is saying like, hey, also, this comes with a lot of heart space. I love our Knight of Cups. This is a lot of heart space, feelings, and emotions. That this person really rides in with a lot of heart, a lot of feeling, a lot of emotion, and they really deliver it up for you. They give it to you. They want to. They want to communicate it to you. They want to tell you. They want to put it into words. They want to put it into actions. They want to put it into deeds. They want it to be communicated to you how much they feel, how much emotion they have for you. And then we have the Judgment card as well. And the Judgment card is a card of making decisions and choices. So I do feel like there is this space, this evolution of you where there will be a time to make another bigger decision about, hey, are we doing this for life? Is this us? Is this like, hey, are you my person forever? Hey, like, are we all in here together? That this could get to the point where you're really ready to commit in a huge way to this person. Like, it feels like it could build up to something really big. Okay, now I did say I wanted to go to our sassy pink deck. So I would just like to know a little bit about meeting this person, timeline, anything we need to know about, like, hey, how does this happen? Where do we get this started? Is this something you should look for right now? Should you be just sort of like out there doing something until then? Where should you be going? Are there any answers to that? Are there other things we need to know? Let's see what we have. So I'm gonna pull 3 cards for this question, and I'm gonna put you right there, and we're gonna come back to you for another question. So we have the Page of Wands. Hey, we have the Page of Wands reversed earlier. We have the Sun. Yes, please. And we have the 4 of Wands reversed. So here's what I'm feeling. So we already know we had the 10 of Swords originally, and that is this like transitional card, and it feels like, hey, things have really gotten to the bottom of the barrel here when you're about to transition to sort of like meet this person, step into this person, when this sort of all starts to take place and happen. That feeling of like, okay, well, magic is gone. I don't know that I believe in all of this stuff anymore. And what I'm really seeing here is like there's a fire in your purpose. There is something that's really lighting you up in your purpose. The Sun coming through with that too, but the Page of Wands as well, which I think is also a really important part of why you don't ignore that once you're moving forward in this, that you're already in a good space of moving forward on your purpose and your passion. And it could be a thing where you're like, hey, I don't believe in the magic of love right now. I don't know if that exists for me. I'm really diving into my career here, or I'm really diving into this passion project. I'm really going to do this thing that I've been lit up about, or that I've wanted to try for so long. That there might be this part of you that's really like, I'm after it. I'm on it. The Wands energy is fiery. It is movement. Oh, whew, like, let's go. Unstoppable, like some good energy, growth energy. So you'll be in like a phase of growth in one aspect in your purpose, passion, career, but something in there. It could be a creative career or a creative move that's not like actually related to your career, but something you'd like to be your career, or something you'd like to be your purpose moving forward. So really like moving forward in your drive, that you're driven, you feel good, you're moving in that direction. You might not feel good romantically. I don't think you will. I feel like the 10 of Swords is saying, hey, I don't think you're going to be super positive about romance at this point. But when you're in that lit up space, that's where you want to start looking. And the Sun coming in here too. So that really feels like, again, I feel like you're really lit up from within, that you're moving forward in a different direction. Even if it's not the romantic part. The romantic part of you might be like, but this like, oh, I'm alive. I am optimistic about my future, that I could be happy even if this isn't possible. I can be happy with this part of me. I can be happy with what I'm calling in this way, with this type of abundance, and something like really buoyant. I also think that the Sun could mean the summertime. This could be like something from like spring to, or just a really sunny day in winter, but something where it's like, hey, really look around, start like opening your eyes to this like the literal sun is out. It's a oddly sunny day, or it is a like, oh, I'm gonna really go spend some time. Think of where you think of the sun as well. This could be on a vacation to a tropical place. This could be on a like, oh, I'm gonna go drive to the beach today, or I'm gonna go to just, I'm taking my dog for a walk here, and like think of like sun activities as well. And then we have the Four of Wands reversed, which is a very joyful card. So I also feel like this whole like timing and could take place when something was supposed to happen. So the Four of Wands is a very joyful, like celebratory card. Like you would have been celebrating an anniversary with somebody, but you're not, because you're not together anymore. So like it could be on a day like that, or it could be on like a holiday that you would spend with someone, but you are not, because they're not there. Something that feels anti-celebratory. Like, okay, I should be in another life celebrating romance and love, but I'm not, because that person is gone and I'm not celebrating that thing. So it could be a really specific day like that. If you want to write some stuff in your calendar, those are the things that I would look at. I want to stay in our pink deck, and I just want to ask action-oriented questions about what action. Now we know about your drive and your passion. You should be in this birthing creativity, like moving forward in that direction space. But I also really want to ask about any other action items that you should be doing to sort of prepare yourself for this person, to prepare yourself or to help you meet this person faster, to help. And this could be somebody you already know, like you might know this, you might even just be like, I know exactly who this is. You might have a feeling about who this is. So let's see. Let's take a look. See, okay, we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Lots of pages today. We have the Nine of Swords again, and we have the World. So what I am seeing here is that the cards are telling us what you can do action-wise, the steps that you can take to either meet this person or to ignite this, into what it's meant to be. First of all, the cards are saying, okay, I know this is an action question, but I just have to say that one action you need to take is to really look for the signs, because there is a sign that is going to be coming in about this, and you can recognize it, but you might not. There's a this is a messenger card, it's things coming in, messages. It's really important for you to tune into the world around you, to really pick up and notice signs, to notice what's being given to you, to notice what's asking to come in for you, to notice, oh, well, this event, okay, I guess I can feel that I'm meant to go to that event, but I'm not going to go anyway. I can feel that I am meant to do this thing that is aligned with my purpose, but I'm not going to do it. Those moments are important to say yes to them instead. Okay, well, I can feel that I'm meant to go to this event because this number sequence or this person or this wording or it's just a feeling I have. And so I'm going to go. Okay, well, I need to do this thing for my career alignment. I know that I'm meant to do it. I can feel that I'm supposed to be taking this step in this process. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the thing. And I'm going to get out there and make sure it happens. And that somehow puts you in line with this person, lines you up with them. So really this card is saying, hey, open your eyes. That's the action here, is really open your eyes and say yes when you know the question is being asked of you that you should do something. The Nine of Swords is saying it is time to get out of your head right now. That this overthinking problem is something you can start to combat now so that you don't have to deal with it while you're with this person. And you don't have to deal with all your mental baggage when you're with this person trying to make your way through this. That really handle that overthinking, handle your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You are separate from, make peace with your worthiness. Choose yourself now. Choose yourself so you understand understand why they would choose you. Absolutely. Of course you would choose me. I choose me too. Why wouldn't you? I'm a great choice. You're a great choice. Really like getting into your mental talk, the way you talk to yourself, the things that are going through your mind. You can help yourself with affirmations. You can help yourself with meditations, but really just noticing and maybe like having like, oh, I snapped this little rubber band when I notice I'm saying something mean to myself, and I'm quitting saying mean things to myself. It's over. It's done. Anything that feels unworthy, like I'm saying like you're not good enough to myself, out. Nope, not happening here. Or have like another physical response to it, or like you could actually like, oh, when I do that I have to get up and I have to pace the floor 3 times so that I know I'm doing it and I'm changing and rerouting my neural pathways. But it's time to really start investing in your mental structure around what you'll be stepping into here, because there's so much. I mean, we had 2 rows of cards that really pointed out how difficult this is mentally going to be for you, that this could be a really tough place for you to handle, and you don't necessarily want them to have to handle that with you, or the chance that you'll let yourself down and be like, no, I'm just going to self-destruct here because I just don't have it. I've been too mean to myself for too long. I don't have it. I don't have it. So now's the moment to start. Then we also have the World, and I love the World showing up here because the World is a transitional card. It is the end of something. It is the beginning of something new. And the figure in the center, we call her the Dancer sometimes. It's a beautiful card. It is a card of movement, cycles. So really this is saying allow yourself to move into the next cycle of your life. You know what that is. There is this space, this openness, this door that is opening for you to step through, and you know what it is. You can see the door opening. And I feel like it probably has to do with that lit up space of yours, that Page of Wands space of yours, that, oh, I'm lit up, I'm in my creation energy, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing in this world, and I am moving forward with momentum in that direction. And it's time to start making that transition. And the sooner you start making that transition, that is an action item that will get you closer to this person, get you closer to this connection. Yum, yum, yum. Yay. Okay, I do have some oracle cards for you. Before we do that, I just want to ask our cards for a tiny bit of guidance for you. A tiny bit of guidance for you from source, from the universe, just about anything for your heart. It doesn't have to do with this person at all. This is just for your heart. Anything that we need to know, any little, oh, come on. Okay, you want to know what they are, don't you? You should, because here we go. We have the 6 of Wands reversed. We pulled the 6 of Wands in our blue deck. And we have the 2 of Swords reversed the 3rd time. We are pulling the same card, and it is in a reverse position. And I really feel like this is Source saying, first of all, that winning, confident energy, that feeling like, oh, I am a new person. I really feel like Source is saying you can start to feel that now. There's no reason you can't step into that energy. The only reason you can't step into that energy now, where you are winning in what it is you would be winning in here, like that star feeling, like you're becoming successful in your own right. You can be successful in your own right now. It is not predicated on this person. You can be in that winning energy now. This person might be a catalyst to help you get into that energy, but it's the energy that gets you there. It's not this person. So your success in your field and your purpose and your passion of what you birth as you move forward with this person is not linked to this person, that it is your own. You own it already, and you can own it and sit into it now. But you're not in that winning energy now. You're in a space where you don't feel worthy, you don't feel winning, you don't feel like you have that that you have that thing. And something about being with this person helps you to evolve into feeling like, okay, I am it. I do have that thing. Oh, it's actually not some big mystery. It's just like process oriented stuff. Like, I get it. Okay, it's not so special. It feels more normal. So I'm going to sit into it now. But you can sit into it now. You don't have to wait until then. And also, it's a reminder for the future, looking back when you're like, oh, is the only reason I'm successful because I'm with this person? And the cards are saying, no, it's not. You just didn't have the energy vibe. You didn't have the winning energy. You didn't have the feeling of worthiness that you needed to have. You didn't have that, like, I'm going to take up space. I'm going to claim this. This is mine. I feel confident moving in this direction, like energy to do that. But you can do it right now. The Two of Swords reversed feels like Source is saying also, this is important, that you can make this choice now, that you don't have to wait until you get to a crossroads. You can get right with your mind now. You can make this choice now that, hey, when the person comes knocking at my door that like is everything I am asking for, I'm going to choose it. When opportunity knocks at my door, I'm going to choose it. When good things show up, I'm going to open my hands to them. I'm going to let myself like choose right now which path I'm going to walk down. I walk down the path of expansion. I do not walk down the path of fear. I do not walk down the path that is limiting or that feels smaller or closes me in. I walk down the path that feels like it is giving me everything, that is opening me up, that is expanding, that is like, oh, fierce and powerful and moving and momentum and feels good. You can make that choice now. That choice feels like it's hidden from you now because it doesn't feel like it's right in front of you the way that it will once you get into this. But even though it feels hidden from you now, you can still make that choice now. And then you don't even have to, I mean, we did see in the cards this pops up a lot. So it's going to be something you might have to contend with more than once, that you might have to keep choosing like, okay, I choose openness over fear. I choose yes, like I can have what I want. I can have all the good things. Okay, I choose go for it. I choose all in. That you might have to do that a few times, but it was really saying you can start making that choice right now. Whoa. Okay, Oracle card time. Okay, now I first want to pull from our Angels and Ancestor deck. And then I'm going to pull one other card for you. It'll be a surprise. All right, Angel. Oh, hi. Hi. Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. Might be time to connect with your emotions. Yeah. Oh, the Water Guardian is beautiful. Connect with your emotions. And I didn't get too much about your emotions coming through here. You know, a lot of thought space. A lot of thought space. Might be time to connect with the water, you know, connect with the heart. Okay, I also want to pull from our Divine Feminine deck. Especially because of that Empress reverse energy that we saw, like stay in your creation energy. This is a little guidance to help you follow through on that, to stay in that Empress upright energy. Dakini, the enlightened feminine. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. Wise beyond reason. The enlightened feminine. Oh yes, I love this. Oh boy, wow, okay. I think you should like and subscribe. I think you should subscribe, and I think you should like this video. Yeah, definitely. And I also, okay, let's drop an emoji. Let's drop an emoji. Oof. Let's drop 2 swords. We got the 2 of swords 3 times. I think we got to do it. Drop 2 swords for me below. And really comment on this for me. I want to hear. Let me know. As, you know, detailed or vague as you want to be, but I love good detail. So I'd love to hear that. Okay, I'm going to see your precious self so very, very soon. Mwah. Mia. Welcome in, my beautiful Moonstone. I added a little extra light. It was getting a little dark in here. A little coverage. So let's go ahead and Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this person who is of high status or in the public eye. What do we need to know? What's coming in? I don't want to ask any questions to get us started. I'm letting our old trusty deck guide these first. Because our old trusty deck is wise, and I feel like we can trust her with getting us started on this adventure. So just let us know what we need to know about this. What do we need to know? What's coming through? Is there anything coming through? Obviously there is. There's lots of energy around this. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. Let's see what else we have. Something right in the middle of here, right in the middle. Almost started singing there. Okay, let's take a look. It's gonna be a surprise for both of us. So we have the Empress upright. We have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So here's what I'm seeing about this person. These are our first answers and our first insight and looking into this person, your relationship with this person, the connection with this person, what has this happen, what's going on here. The first thing I'm seeing is that at this time, when you make this connection, when you start, either you meet this person for the first time, maybe you've met them already, whatever it is, this is a space where you are in your divine feminine energy. You are in a space where you feel powerful, you feel bold, you're in your creation energy. It's a very fertile card. It's a feeling of, hey, I am giving birth to my ideas. I am giving birth to my creative inspirations. I am in the moment. I am very fluid. I have this circular energy. I am living in the present moment. I see beauty everywhere I go. You could be spending a lot more time just investing in beauty, looking at like, oh, I'm going to go to an art museum. That's what I want to do with my time. I want to go see some paintings. I want to see some sculpture. I want to make some sculpture. I want to make some paintings. I want to be in this, like, everything's just growing. It feels like, oh, fresh, alive energy. So you'll be in this really gorgeous space with yourself when this is really kicking off, when this moment is coming together. And that is part of what they're going to see in you. Now we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So I don't think that you see this as like, I don't think you see this person as your, this is going to sound crass, like your meal ticket. Ugh. Like, you know, this could be a very successful person. So that feeling of like, oh, other people might see this person in that, oh, I hate that term of, I don't even want to say it. I'm going to say gold digger. I'm going to say it. Ugh, out it goes. But other people might have this idea of like, oh, this person is so successful. I could just ride this person's coattail. Like they might be really attracted to just being a part of their success. And you don't see this person that way. You don't see them as like, oh, this person's going to bring abundance into my life. This person's going to bring success into my life. This person is going to make me successful. This person's going to make me rich or wealthy, or you have this other feeling about it. Like that's just not even part of your consciousness with this person. Even though they're very successful, even though they are probably very wealthy, they are, you know, very successful with what they do, that they have this, you know, they do have that as part of the package of who they are, but that's not really part of your consciousness. And I think that's also something that this person really recognizes in you, that it's really person to person. It's human to human. It's outside of their success. It is outside of what everyone else sees as so alluring and attractive about them. You see other things. The Three of Swords is coming in here. So I am seeing this as a time where you might be going through a real heartbreak, like sliced through the heart. This could also be a time, you know, if somebody has been duplicitous with you, if someone has, you know, maybe even been cheating, or, you know, even if it like wasn't with a person, but like with a idea, or like just not being truthful or honest, or if it's something that really hurt you, like it felt painful. It felt duplicitous. It felt like, oh, you hurt me. You took this sword and you drove this through my heart. And that could be the space that you're in when you meet this person, that you're really coming out of this very raw experience. And your mind still might sort of be in that space, that you might still have that energy around you of being wounded, of being hurt, of being, you know, kind of feeling like your heart was made the victim to someone else. The Knight of Wands coming in, and I am feeling this is this person's energy, that they come in with this fire. They come in with this strength. They come in with this masculine energy. They also come in with this momentum. They are in their creative energy. I mean, the wands are fiery. They are purpose, passion, drive, career, motivation, unstoppable force of nature, moving energy forward. You know, just really like, woo, they really come in with a lot. They bring a lot of ambition and success, like just because of their personality, who they are, things that you do find very attractive, that like, oh, you are this type of person, this person who lets themselves be lit up from within, that goes after what they want, that doesn't hold back, that is confident, that is ready to go after the things that the world is saying, hey, some people can have these things, like maybe everybody can have them, but this person says, okay, I'll go for it. Let's give it a try. I'm here. Let's go. And I feel like they come in like that for you, that it is a little bit of like a rush of air across your face, that you're like, whoa, the wind, like it feels like a train going by, you know, like that, like momentum and that speed of this person is like really catches your notice about this person, but also about how they're approaching you, and the sort of the vehemence and the intensity with which they enter your world and they enter your life. The Ten of Cups comes up right away. And I really feel like this is our old trusty deck saying, hey, the Ten of Cups is a good card. It's a good card. It is a good card. It's a card that is full. It is a card that is filled. It is a card of completion. I sometimes call this the happy ever after card. It feels like, hey, we can ride off into the sunset together. We can have every single thing that our heart space, our love, our overflow of emotion can have. That it feels like everything's coming in from my heart right now. How delightful. It feels really, really good. And so I do feel like this is a sign that this person could be the thing. This person could be it. This person could be soulmate material. This person could be really good for you and really fill you up in an emotional way, even though there's a lot of other stuff going on here with, you know, like, oh, I'm so attracted in this way and all this stuff, but like emotionally, this could be it too. So it's not just like, oh, wow, I almost want to study you. You're so interesting because you go after life this way that so few people do. And the way that you're coming into my world is so disruptive and intriguing. But also that heart level, that emotional space is overflowing, overwhelming. Now, we do have the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is kind of a hoarding card, a card of keeping things tight, keeping things close. And I am feeling this in your energy, that there might be a part of you that doesn't really want to open up so much to this person, and it kind of comes into this like Ten of Pentacles reversed energy, that like you're not really thinking of the abundance that this person brings with them. It doesn't really strike your consciousness so much. And I do think that that is a gift, because so many people see this person as like a golden ticket and want something from this person in like a financial sense or in a success sense, that they want something from them. They want to like hold on to them and have what they have. But you just come in with your brilliance and you complement this person. Your energies complement each other. And there's heart space here between the two of you. But I do see this part of you that might be really reticent to accept the things that do come with this person, that this person is financially successful, worldly successful. And in this worldly way of being worldly successful, there might be a part of you that's a little closed off to that idea, that doesn't maybe even want to be maybe you don't want to be in the public eye. Maybe you don't want to be scrutinized. Maybe you don't even want to be like you don't want them to spend money on you, even though like the places they go, the things they do might require more financial resources than what you would have, which makes sense that you would just let them take care of it. There might be a part of you that doesn't want to let yourself be taken care of by this person, that is not really willing, like, I have what I have, you have what you have. I don't need what you have. I can take care of myself. And so I think a little bit of this is like, okay, that's fine. But also at some point, I think you might have to loosen that up. A little bit of it is a warning, like, hey, you do kind of have to be a little open here. You're going to have to open up a little bit around that. That's a little bit of something to be careful of, because ultimately it could keep you from being as intimate and close as you can be with this person. And that could be a hurdle to get over. But I do think you'll get over it, because the 10 of Cups is wonderful. And I see really good possibilities for you. So, okay, now I'm going to go, where am I going to go? I'm going to go to our gold deck. I'm going to our gold deck. So let's take a look at our gold deck and just see what our gold deck wants us to know. Once again, I'm not asking questions yet, because I feel like all of this is just new information, and I just want to see what new information is coming to light. Like, what's popping up here? I just want to know what does the deck want us to know about this person, about your timing, about the connection, about your future, about the immediate, about like what's going on in your heart, what's going on in their heart. I just want to know what the deck wants us to know. Okay, here we go. So we have the Ace of Swords. Yes. We have the Hierophant. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Death card. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Sun. Okay, I love these. Here we go. Thank you. Our lovely gold deck bringing in some beautiful things. Now, first of all these cards are upright. I love that. First of all, we have the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords, aces bring in new opportunities. And the swords are bringing in clarity. They're bringing in truth. They're bringing in knowledge. They're bringing in intelligence, mind space, mental space, everything that's going on right here. Understanding. And I'm feeling like there's going to be a new opportunity here with this person where you will have a shift in the way that you think, the clarity that you have for your life, where there will be a moment that's like, oh, everything is different. I think completely differently about my values, about what is important to me, about what was important to me before. There will be an expansion of your mental space. You might have limiting beliefs right now. You might have things in your mind that you're like, this is how I see my world. This is what I see my future as. That this person changes all of that. Actually, I see it completely different now. This is my future now. This is a different space. I see with new clarity where this is going. Then we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a card of, it can be a card of social norms. It can be a card of religiosity. It can be a card of studying. So I do also feel like part of this evolution with this person is, I think it's taking you to a new space, a new set of beliefs about what it is that is right for you and not right for you, and who you are in this world, and how you define yourself. That there is just that clarity that comes with the Ace of Swords really changes the way that you're absorbing information from the world, that you're really absorbing different information. You're taking in new things. You're really coming from a new space of, oh, okay. All right. Now I understand what I really wanted. When I thought I wanted this, what I really wanted was to be happy. What I really wanted was peace of mind. What I really wanted was safety. But really, what I want is, I can find it in this way, in this different way than what you thought before. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. Our pages are messenger cards, and the cups, of course, bring heart space, emotional space. So I'm really seeing that in your evolution with this person, you'll know. I don't think this is going to be a big question mark for you. It doesn't feel like it so far. I don't feel like it doesn't feel like there's a lot of hemming and hawing here or back and forth emotion for you. That really you're just coming into this and things feel really good. There might be, again, that impetus for that Four of Pentacles for you to like, hey, what's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. I don't know how I feel about accepting things from you, or like being in, like, I don't know how I feel about that, like right now I'm kind of closed to that idea. But besides that, it really feels like you're going to know. You're going to get messages all over the place about this. You're going to have signs falling out of the sky. You're going to have signs falling out of his mouth. You are going to have signs coming through on signs. It will just be so obvious that it's like, oh, okay, this is my heart calling. This is the emotion. I feel this. I feel this in a deep way. That gave me the chills. This gives me the shivers. You saying that, I feel this so exquisitely. There won't be a lot of questions for you going in about your feelings for this person and about the path here. The path that you're meant to be walking down with this person. Feeling good. I'm feeling good about it. Okay, we've got the Death card next. And I love the Death card popping up here because I'm really feeling like this is saying like something in your world is ending forever. And that makes complete sense, especially with a person like this, because this person does come in and disrupt. They come in and disrupt your world in a way that is different than it ever will be again. And any kind of deep, soulful love is going to do that. It's going to disrupt your world in a way that it will never be the same again, because here is your person. Here's the thing. Here is that, but this in a way that like it also disrupts your routines. It also disrupts the way that the like house you live in, the way that you spend money. It disrupts everything. That like there really is going to be this feeling of kind of like before and after, because there is this like everything before is gone. It's no longer the same. Everything has changed so much. And like you're going to evolve, you're going to have this mental clarity, and there might be some growing pains with that. It is hard to let things go. I think there will be a part of you that mourns that, especially if part of that is like, oh, now I'm in the public eye a bit, so now I have to be okay with not being anonymous everywhere. And like this is hard to adjust to. That's difficult. That's a difficult death. And there can be sadness that comes along with that. Sadness of letting go of your old life, your old stuff, your old things, your old way of inhabiting the world, the old crutches you used to fall back on, the old safety blankets that you used to keep. That things are going to change. They're going to shake up. The Death card brings sadness with it for sure. But also it really is like a rebirth. It is something where like a new version of you comes out on the other side. This feels like butterfly era to me, hey, into the cocoon, coming out in a totally different way because of this person. When we have the King of Pentacles for him, I mean, that makes perfect sense. I love his energy. This is like protector, provider energy. It is protector, provider energy, very fatherly energy. It is extremely abundant energy. This is boss energy. Like, oh, I make money wherever I go. It just comes naturally and easily to me. I'm successful. I make other people successful. I grow everything around me. Things just flourish. I also take care of the people in my world. I take care of the people I love. I take care of myself. I take care of what needs to be taken care of. I protect. I provide. I know that I need to be that strong force of masculine energy for the people in my world. And you are this beautiful beam of divine feminine energy as well. And then we have the Sun. I mean, what more could we ask for from these cards about this person? Okay, reading is done. You got it. Don't need to tell you anymore. I think you know that this looks good. I would say, yay. The Sun brings with it, of course, like optimism, joy, happiness, pleasure, enthusiasm, innocence in a way, that like innocent kind of buoyancy and warmth and power. I mean, it's really just things feel good in this space. And I think things are going to feel really good in this space. So now we do have some questions, don't we? Because I want to know about how do we get here? How do we make this happen? Do you have to wait a long time? What's going on here? So I'm going to go into our lavender deck for this. I'm going to ask our lavender deck if she can shed some light with your divine feminine energy on with your divine feminine energy on how do we get here? How do we get here? What does the trail look like? What does the path look like here? Is there anything we really need to know for you about walking this direction? Is this something, what can we know about sort of the logistics of this? And anything else that you need to know to roadmap you into a space that is cohesive with this, that leads you to this space, because I'm loving it so far. Oh, we're going to do it this way. Okay, let's see what we have. We have we have the 10 of Pentacles upright. Second card we pulled was the 10 of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Pentacles upright. Don't mind if I do. Okay, we have the Hangman, absolutely. We have the Chariot. We've got some fast-paced moving energy. We have the 3 of Swords. Second time we're pulling 3 of Swords. Third card that we pulled for you. 3 of Swords. Okay, we have the King of Swords. Loving this. And we have the 5 of Swords. Okay, so here we go. So this is what we have in answer to that. First of all, this is really interesting because the cards have already told us there's going to be a part of you that might even reject the abundance that this person has and brings with them. That you might not want to be seen as, like, you might have an aversion to feeling like that you are in any way profiting off of this person's success when you first meet them. And I, again, don't really think that's going to enter your consciousness, that you're just not a person who's going to be like, oh, you're really successful, you're really wealthy, like that could benefit me. You just, that's not like, that is out, and maybe even like ick to you. The 10 of Pentacles though is telling me that in order to get to this space, that with this person, that there is something abundant happening in your life. Like there is something really coming in for you in your life. And I do feel like it's a feeling of like so much gratitude for the things that you have, that you feel wealthy. Like, even though obviously you probably comparatively are not, you know, this person is really successful and you are, you know, like starting to feel really successful in your own right. But then when you compare, it gets like, oh, okay. Different levels for sure. But this is that feeling of, whoa, I'm so grateful. I'm starting to like really feel like I've got a handle on my finances, my physical world. I'm taking care of my health. I feel like I pruned my wardrobe. Like I love the new items that I've purchased for myself. That feeling of like, I'm so grateful for the things I have in my life. The items, the things. Oh, I have this, you know, I have this like beautiful piece of pottery, and like, oh, I was able to buy this unique piece of artwork, or whatever that is, it's going to feel really abundant for you. So it's a really interesting thing that you're going to just enjoy your abundance so much that I think that's part of why this person's like, whoa, abundance doesn't really factor in for you, because you already love what you have. You already love where you are. It doesn't feel like I have to have that. You just feel like I've got it all. Like I don't need that, but you as a human being are really attracting me. Then we have the Hangman. So this is also telling me that you'll really be in a space of your own mind, where you don't feel like you have to play by society's games of like, okay, you should be doing this by this time. When you're this age, you should be doing this. When you're here, you should be doing that. Society dictating what you should be doing, when, how, etc., etc., etc. That you'll just be in your own space. Like, I don't need to play by anybody else's rules. I'm not listening to the noise of the world. I'm really just sitting into my own space and seeing things through my own unique perspective. And I'm doing it my own timing. I don't feel rushed. I don't feel pulled. I feel like, hey, this is good. I got it. Like, I'm in a good space. I'm in a good time. And then we have the Chariot. So the Chariot is telling me, and I do think this relates to this person's energy, I just can't help but feel that they've got this like a train going by, like I said with our Knight of Wands, that feeling like, oh, the air just passes by your face because the train is going straight in front of you, that feeling like it's disruptive, like you can't help but notice them. And so I do feel like this is saying like this momentum's already coming towards you. I don't feel like it's far out in the future. It feels like this momentum's already in process, it's already in progress, it's already like on its way to you. So you're like, you just have to wait for the wind on your face. You will definitely notice this person, like it's, you know, but you probably have to sort of still be in this right place at the right time and whatnot, but it's still just like, oh, I am going to notice you. Like it's not like it's going to be not obvious, you know, like it would be very obvious to you. There's so much momentum here. And I do feel like that momentum has already started. And that's what this card is really telling us, that like, that train is already on its way into the station that you're standing at. Like that trajectory of energy, like is really coming towards you. Now the Three of Swords popping up for a second time. And I did say this in the first, like part of where you'll be when you meet this person is coming out of this deep heartbreak. That could be right now. You'll know if that's right now. Or that could be like, hopefully, you know, not in your future, like, but it could be in your future that you get to a space where like, oh, I'm really hurt by this. And that could be a space where you're hurt by a friend as well. Like you're really heartbroken over something. I do think it's romantic, probably like a horrible breakup or somebody that, you know, you thought that, you know, you realized that like they actually really did you wrong, that you had a lot of strong feelings for. But it could be a friend or it could be a family member, it could be, but something that really does sort of shake you up and make you feel like, oh, this sliced me right through the heart. That really hurts me. Just a really deep sense of heartbreak is sort of surrounding you at the time of this person's train coming in, you know, of really this like momentum, that feeling like, whoa, here they are. King of Swords. So I also think that our lavender deck is saying, you know, like, yeah, we've pulled the King of Pentacles for him as well. But I also think that this is a really clear sense of this person's sense of knowing, that they have a real sense of their own mind. They know what they want. They know that when they meet you, they know that they want you. They know that like, they're not wishy-washy. That is not this person. This person is not, well, should I wait for him to say what he wants? Should I wait for him to text? Like, you're not going to have to wait for much of anything. This person is going to be like in their movement. They know they're going for it. They're making waves. They're like, so I do feel like this person is like in their solid seat of knowing. And there's something that you can really trust about that. I think it would be really relaxing to you, that you can just, you do have this divine feminine energy. The Empress is the first card we pulled for you. So I really feel like their masculine energy is a gorgeous juxtaposition to your energy, that you can relax into a lot of like, hey, release and relax. Like you can be the masculine energy here. Absolutely. You can make this decision. You can like, and there's something that you can really trust about them knowing their own mind, having a clear vision, having a clear understanding, having a clear sense of knowing for themselves. And again, we have the King of Pentacles for the people that they love, the protection provider. Like they want to give you what you want. And, you know, if what you want is to move in this direction or move in that direction, they're going to want to give that to you as well. As a human being, how you want to grow as a human being, who you want to be. And then we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is kind of a brutal card. So once again, we have the Three of Swords twice, that heartbreak coming in as a sort of signifier that like, this is around the time this is going to happen. And the Five of Swords sort of telling me, yeah, I do. I just think you're going to be in a little bit of a heartbroken space where you feel like you've been done wrong, where there's been damage done by somebody outside of who you are. That there is, you know, I don't think this is just like you breaking your own heart. I think that which we can often do, but this is somebody else sort of breaking your heart and somebody else sort of being brutal to you, doing things that just aren't right. It doesn't feel fair. It doesn't feel, and it sort of feels very disempowering that like you were with this masculine energy, that, you know, you're in your feminine energy. It's important for you to be able to trust the masculine energy you're with, because if you can't, it can turn to a space where like you haven't been stepping into your masculine energy enough to defend yourself, to protect yourself against this. Or that's what was required of you at the end, that you had to like turn into this other type of person who could now be a warrior against this intensity or this, you know, like negative kind of attack, this attack mode, this brutality. Oh my. Okay. All right. So for your broken heart, my dear, I would like to pull a healing angel card for you. So just for that, because it feels like what we're hearing is that there's going to be some damaged heart space here. So for the damaged heart space, for that healing, we have clarity. We pulled the Ace of Swords for you, which is all about clarity. And I do think that that is like, lightning bolts of clarity are coming for you. Close your eyes, breathe in the blue of the sky, and feel a gentle breeze flow through you. Magical healing has just taken place. With it comes peace and clarity, a gift from your guardian angel. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm feeling pulled towards our blue deck, and I'm feeling pulled to ask, about action items that you should be taking right now to prepare yourself for this person. It feels like there's so much good stuff coming, and I would just like to know what actions you should be taking, how you should be setting yourself up for this person. So I'm just pulling 3 cards for this question. Hi, we have the Knight of Swords. We have the 9 of Cups, which is gorgeous. We have the 10 of Cups on the table. Yeah. Yeah. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. We had the Ace of Swords in our gold deck. Okay, here we are. Knight of Swords coming through first, because we had the Knight of Wands in our first pulls. So the first thing, this is action-oriented stuff for you to do. So the first thing is a little bit to step into a little bit of your masculine energy. So the interesting thing is that you'll be in this divine feminine energy, and I think you'll really be allowed to be your divine feminine energy self with this person in a way that like you balance each other so well. But I think that, you know, the universe is kind of asking you right now, like, hey, I want you to take action in something that's bold, something that might feel reckless to you, something that might feel like, oh, that's terrifying to take such action, to do something so bold, something that it comes with a great sense of knowing. So this would be something that you know deeply you should be doing, that the universe is saying it's time to do it. It's time to do it and to be brave. And it's something you will have to be brave to do. But to move quickly, like Band-Aid off, rip that thing, let's go. It is time to move. It is time to like starting pistols going off. It's time for you to run this race. Like there is something here that's going to take some extra masculine energy from you to move forward on. And it's time to do that thing now. If you have any divine intuitions that are popping up for you at this moment, write those down. Write those down, please. Okay. Then we have the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups is this gorgeous card of abundance. It is this card of, like, sometimes call this the genie in the bottle card of like things coming in. Like it's so beautiful, like the heart space filling up. And I really think this card is asking you to like, first of all, I'd like you to make a list of 9 things that fill your heart space. They can be things in that creation, divine feminine energy, painting, writing, singing. They could be things that are in that masculine energy and bold, that like, well, doing something scary does fill me up. I'm going to write that down. And then you have to write down something scary that you're going to do. But like, I want you to write down 9 things that fill your heart space. Talking to this person, doing that thing. I want you to write down 9 things that fill your heart space. And then I want you to start doing all 9 of them. That this is a preparatory action towards meeting this person, because maybe one of those things on that list puts you in contact with that person, like aligns your path with that person, or it's just something really important for you to have done when you meet this person, or to be on the path of doing when you meet this person, if you haven't met them already, or you're just igniting things into something new. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles, again, new opportunities for abundance. And we did see that because our lavender deck told us that you were in this space of abundance, which was kind of in contrast to the way that you feel about this person's abundance, that you're in your own space of abundance, which is what kind of gives you that freedom of mind. So really looking for new opportunities to feel abundant and be abundant in your physical world. Now, that could be like finding other places to make actual money, but that could also be just ways to feel rich, not just financially, but like, you know, like sensory rich, and also rich of body, you know, like, oh, I'm so fit. I've been taking this class now. This, I'm like, wow, I can do this thing. Those are things in the physical world that feel abundant as well. So I really want you to look for spaces that taking this bubble bath every night, not only is it good for my sleep schedule, it helps me go to sleep right away, but it makes me feel rich. I feel luxurious and abundant when I do it. And when I make this kind of dinner, I feel abundant. I feel rich. It feels like it's really just coming in for me. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to move into our white deck. I can come back to our blue deck, but I want to go to our white deck because our white deck offers, I think, a lot of gorgeous clarity. I just want to ask source, guides, the universe for any information, any guidance for you and your heart. Not necessarily about this person, but it could be about this person, but anything that you need to know. So let's see what we get. Okay. We have the Death card again. We have the Three of Cups, not surprised. And we have the Hermit. Okay. Which, yeah, here we are. Okay. Yeah. The Death card, which we pulled before. So your guides are saying, don't be afraid of this transition. There might be a part of you that even when I was talking about it was like, ooh, that doesn't sound fun. I don't want to leave behind everything I have and transition into something new. Even if that's a rebirth in the future, I don't want to let go of where I've been. So this card is really sort of coming to say, don't be afraid of it. This is a good thing. This is a positive thing. No fear. We don't live in fear. We live in the expansion. We live in the abundance. Think of the rebirth. Think of the fresh start. Think of the Monday. Think of the new year. You know, it's those fresh starts, those new things, that rebirth energy that is what's stepping in here. So, ooh, I like it. Then we have the Three of Cups. And that is saying, I think, you know, like we have that Nine of Cups. Write down those 9 things. Do those 9 things. And I'm really feeling like this is guidance for you to spend some time with either, you know, your girlfriends or your family, or even with just movies that make you laugh and feel fun and playful, but doing some stuff that feels fun and playful. Get out into that fun and playful energy that you have. That's part of that divine feminine energy, is like laughing, merrymaking, having fun, making it enjoyable, finding the joy, really just making things lighthearted and good. And I do think it would be lovely to participate in that with friends. Like, okay, I'm gonna throw a dinner party. We're gonna dance. We're gonna go dancing. We'll go to a concert. We'll do this thing together. And just setting yourself up for success to like laugh and have a good time and just enjoy each other. And then we have the Hermit. So I do feel like there's a little message coming in here from Source that says, hey, I know that you've been a little to yourself. Maybe you've been a little quiet. Maybe you've been a little withdrawn. Maybe you've been pulling back from other people. Maybe you haven't been, you know, you've been doing a lot of self-reflection, trying to figure out where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do. And that's good. That's a good thing. But also we're here with you. And like, that's something that's feels very lonely and alone sometimes, but it's okay for it not to be. And it's okay for you not to be alone in that space all the time. And I think it's also a message to why, you know, it's like, hey, go play with your friends. Go play with your friends. Go have a dinner party. Go dancing. Go to the concert. Go do the thing. Like, it's good to not always be in that space on your own. But it's okay that you have been. And that's seen and that's known. Okay, I think it's Oracle card time. Before we transition to our Oracle cards, please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please comment on this. I want to know everything you think about when you think about this. And, okay, and let's drop an emoji, of course. So I would like for us to drop, oh gosh, there's so much opportunity to drop different things here. There's so much coming in. Boy, I'm really feeling that 10 of Wands or 10 of Cups energy. I just love it so much. It is like this beautiful, happy ever after. And, you know, so on this card, you can see there's like a kind of little rainbow here where all the cups are. Let's drop a rainbow below. A rainbow would be fabulous. There's something else that you feel called to drop. Please feel free to drop that as well. Okay, I have my 2 oracle decks for you. So first, angel and ancestor. We have autumn, release the old and rest, which is kind of like our death card, isn't it? The falling of the leaves, the renewal, the rebirth. Yeah, release the old and rest. It could be a restful place. It could be a beautiful, restful place. And I have my Divine Feminine deck, oops, which she picked up. Oh, look, she picked up okay, yeah. Here we go. Okay, we've got our Divine Feminine deck, which we're really tapping into around your Divine Feminine energy, because you do have so much of it, that Empress energy that we pulled from the very beginning. And we have for you, Mary Magdalene, the apostle to the apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Well, that's really some Divine Feminine energy. Fully human and fully divine. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I love it. I love it, and I love you. And I can't wait to hear everything you think. You can be vague if you want to, but I love to hear everything you think. Oh my goodness, I'm sending you out into the world. You have a little bit of homework to do. Okay, I'm going to see you again so very soon. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you light. Mia.